We're building a retainer wall here in Mexico for some friends in need. We're learning a lot because at our casa in the next months we'll have to build a retainer wall as well. So far we've spent about $500 on materials, and we've got probably 5 meters, so 16 or 17 feet of retainer wall, and it's about 2 meters high. It's taken us 3 or 4 days so far, and that's with about 10 people, but 7 of them, well, no, actually it's about 12 people, but 7 of them are people like us who don't really know what we're doing, so we're not working as quickly as the experts. But here I'll show some video of this past week. When we're done, you can see the line right here up to here, and it'll go across, and then the total height will be 2 meters, which is about 6.5 feet. We're probably 3.5 feet high right now, 4 feet high. At the bottom it's 1 meter wide, and at the top it'll be just maybe 1 foot wide, 1.5 wide. And total length 12.5 meters, which is maybe 40 feet more or less. On the outside they're using flat rocks and then filling in with the obtuse rocks on the other side. You can see there. Cement pouring system here, and as they dig out, hola, as they dig out the dirt pile around, they fill in behind here. You just kind of build as you go. 16 buckets of sand, 50 kilogram bags of cement is your mix amounts for the cement. You just mix in the water as you go. You can see the string that they have set up, and that's the measurements that they use to show where they need to place the rocks. And the one bag of cement's about $9. Pretty much all the sand we need costs about $50, and we've gone through 2 truckloads so far of rocks, and each truckload's about $125. We've probably gone through so far a couple $100 in cement, and I think when it's all said and done we'll probably be at $1,000 in materials and maybe another $1,000 in labor. Maybe probably a little more, maybe $1,500 in labor. It's been a couple days, or almost a week, since we came out, and they've finished most of this retainer wall. They're at the point where they're putting in the castillos, which is the rebar going up. The family really wanted to build this retainer wall all the way up, which would be another 3 meters or so, 5 meters total, but we convinced them to do it this way. This is a big undertaking, the amount of rocks and cement that goes into this, but ultimately it's You can see down here it's about 1 meter in width at the bottom. It starts to angle in. There's a bit of a science to this. You have to level off the ground, and then the way you use the rocks to build the wall on each side. They still need to go up to where the string is right here across, but it'll start to angle in right. Let's see if we can see my hand. I'm not sure. Yeah, right there. It'll start to angle in right there. But they're building the castillos, and then they'll fill in with rock to make it as strong as possible so it'll hold the cement slab above. Doing the math, as of last Saturday, we're about 27,000 pesos in. They've ordered a few more things and a couple more weeks of work, but we'll end up in 40,000 peso when we finish at least this wall and the castles filled with cement, and maybe the ones that go across into the house as well, or into I guess the main level where it's supposed to be. So hopefully we'll be in that 40,000 peso range, and we can decide if we want to, what next we can afford to do here. But anyway, that's kind of the retainer wall system that they use, and I'll continue to update with photos and stuff as this project continues on, and as we start on the project at our casa in our backyard when we start to level that off here in the next month or so. All right, thanks for watching.